Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void were prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Listen, to be fair, if my dad was having sex with my ex, I'm going to have problems with that. Like, that's pretty weird.
That's real awkward. Like, okay, is that worse?
Ooh. Okay, what do you got?
Is that worse than In the Age of Adeline, when Harrison Ford dated Adeline, and now Adeline is dating Harrison Ford's son?
Yeah, this is worse.
This is worse.
Because this is like premeditated.
100%.
You know, like Adeline didn't think that love was going to occur. Everybody was oblivious to who was related to who, and then it just happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's weird, but this was premeditated. Welcome to the Rom-Com Rewind Podcast.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Devin.
And like you, I love rewatching movies over and over again.
You made it here. You love romantic comedies. We do as well.
So this is a show where we rewatch rom-coms, break them down a bit for you, maybe take a peek behind the curtain, dig beneath the surface, and decide, does it still hold up?
Today we have
No Strings Attached.
And if you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you follow, subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Leave reviews. We love to read them, and they also help other people find us. And if you want to reach out on Instagram, at Romcom Rewind, much like Lynn's did. She said, hello, you two, beautiful couple. Thanks, Linz. People are going to think I'm making these messages up. This is real. She thinks we're beautiful. I love your podcast. You two give me the feel-good vibes in my complicated lifestyle. I adore you two. I want to suggest, first and foremost, The Lucky One. Makes me feel good. Not as much calm, and there is rom, but it's a heartfelt, beautiful movie. Lynn's also wants It's Complicated and Something Borrowed.
Great movie suggestions.
Well, first and foremost, though, The Lucky One.
Yes.
You should get it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
This week is No Strings Attached, a 2011 romantic comedy directed by Ivan Reitman. This guy is royalty.
Royalty.
1984, Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's
He also did Ghostbusters 2.
He did.
He also did Space Jam, the original.
What? Okay, whoa. He is royalty.
He did the Michael Jordan Space Jam.
Oh, wow.
And he did Beethoven. Remember that?
Oh, my God, I loved Beethoven.
Oh!
The sloppy dog.
No Strings Attached is the story of Adam Franklin. He's played by Ashton Kutcher. It's also the story of Emma Kurtzman, played by Natalie Portman. Adam and Emma, they first meet at summer camp, and we'll get into that as teenagers, but later we run into them in college, and then later as young adults. And the moral, the true inquiry of this movie is pondering the question, Sarah. Does Friends with Benefits ever work? Or actually, the movie name, Friends with Benefits, was taken, so do no strings attached scenarios ever actually really work? And how does that work? And what are the bizarre and strange things that happen while you try to make that work? What are your thoughts on this movie?
Did you have a good time last night?
It's all right. Nothing special.
Hey, Adam. You left your socks in my room.
Did I?
Hey, champ.
Hey. What happened last night?
You made my body hurt so much.
Your app.
Emma, did I have sex with anyone in this apartment last night?
No, you didn't.
So I just passed out on your couch?
Yeah, you were naked and crying. Do you like her?
I can't date her. She's my oldest friend. Hey, we're having sex.
I know.
Did you have sex with Emma?
No. Yes.
Wow.
I'm a doctor. I work 80 hours a week. I need someone who's going to be in my bed at 2 a.m. who I don't have to eat breakfast with.
So
I
this
hate
movie's
breakfast.
cute. Some really good lines. Humor is great in it. Great comedy and delivery of those lines. I laughed out loud a few times because they were just so clever. Good cast of actors for the side characters. Phenomenal. I did think I love Natalie Portman. I just
There's a butt coming.
think her character was a bit annoying in the sense that she has such commitment issues. Like, I'm surprised Ashton Kutcher's character, Adam, continued to try having a relationship with her. It was kind of like I wanted to shake Adam and be like, dude, not into you. And if she is, she doesn't care enough. Just move on.
Her likability, like, I mean, she's so charming at times, and then there are other moments in this movie where I'm like, ugh, God, she's the worst.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, so things are looking up. You're a little bit more cheery. You're happy, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it takes a turn for the worse, and she just like is like, oh, I'm getting too close. I'm pulling the chute, and it's like, why? You were happy.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, this movie needed some conflict, and the
Yes.
conflict did occur kind of
Yeah.
midway through the movie. But that, like, the way it happened, it's not that it wasn't believable. Maybe it didn't feel authentic when she has this moment where she's like, I think you should sleep with somebody, and I should sleep with somebody, and because this is getting too close. And I kind of thought, really?
Yeah, it was like
really?
that came out of nowhere. You guys were gonna snuggle. Oh no.
Oh no! Now we need to have sex with Bob because I gotta have sex with somebody, and Bob happens to be around.
Because I
so.
can't snuggle with anyone.
Yeah, because I can't snuggle with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I guess
You know
I'm
who
banging
you'd be
the.
perfect with? Matthew McConaughey's character from Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, who also didn't like
Oh.
to snuggle.
Yeah, 100%. No snuggling rule.
Yeah.
The pacing on this movie was so funny, and yeah, I just agree. There was a part in the middle where I kind of got, really, we're gonna play out the whole like, let's try to pretend to sleep with other people and pretend like we don't have emotions here for like 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right.
So it opens up at a summer camp, and I guess, I don't know, at nighttime everybody hooks up. And so Adam and Emma are sitting and hanging out, and Adam just blurts out that his parents are getting a divorce, and he cries. And she tries to comfort him in her real awkward way. Like, I think this is just her personality from when she was little, which they don't really truly explain why she's so inept at commitment.
That also, I think that bothered me with the believability.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the piece they left out. They just didn't fill that plot hole with, like, why is she like that?
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. She just doesn't like commitment.
Like, if
all right.
anything, Adam being upset about his parents getting divorced would be the catalyst for him not wanting commitment.
Right.
But in fact, he's the one who's like committed and all in, and she has no real reason to not be committed. It's really weird. They did that really weird. Anyway, so that was 15 years ago at summer camp, and then we jumped to 5 years ago, and they are in college at a dorm party, and Emma goes to see her friend Patrice, and it's a PJ party. And but it's like one of those sexy PJ parties.
Well, it's a college party, so
Yeah.
whatever the theme is, you just make that
It's slutty.
sexual. Yeah.
Slutty. Yeah. Did you ever go to like something that was like something normal, but then it was turned?
Well, like every Halloween party is just sexual.
Oh, this is true.
I never did like the toga parties or anything.
Oh,
like
I
that.
went to a toga party. Also, I went to an ABC party, anything but clothes party.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
So
was fun.
Emma's friend Patrice,
Mm-hmm.
she pulls the Devon party foul number 3,
Devon party foul number 3,
which
okay.
is obnoxiously yelling, "I'm so drunk." Everybody hates that person at the party.
Yes.
Who, like, you count every single drink you've had, and you're like, oh my God, guys, I'm so drunk. You're like, shut up, Patrice. I've got a question. Who's worse at a party?
Okay.
The I'm so drunk person or the woo girl?
Oh,
The girls who are like, woo, woo, like shots, woo.
I think the I'm so drunk girl, because they're just like
Really?
looking for attention, I think.
You think the woo girls are not looking for attention?
Well, no, they are, but you know that they are.
That's spoken like a woo girl. Were you a woo girl? Honest. Are you sure?
I wasn't a woo girl.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
Woo!
think, yeah,
Oh,
I
don't
think
know.
you might have been.
No, I wasn't a woo girl.
That's the wrong answer, by the way. The I'm so drunk girl sucks, but the woo girl.
You think the woo girls? Okay, why do you think the woo girls worst?
Here's the thing, because you just said it, Sarah. Woo girls.
Mm-hmm.
When one girl woos, it's like osmosis. It turns into a gaggle of woo girls by the end of the night. They just multiply. It's exponential. So the I'm so drunk person is just one person. The woo girls, though, become multiples.
Yeah, but like the I'm so drunk person, like nobody needs, like, if you're too drunk, then you shouldn't drink anymore. You know, like,
Yeah.
or you're very sick.
Well-
and you need to be taken home.
Yeah, if you're thinking
you're
about this
getting-
rationally, yes.
Yeah, like you are just doing this for attention.
Yes.
Like I've known people who've done this who aren't even really drunk. Like they're pretending to be drunker than they are.
Oh, and that's the worst.
it's
Those
like-
people are worse. Yeah.
So after the next day, Emma invites him to a gathering.
Yeah, they see each other at this college party, and he's like, "Hey, let's hang out." Adam, that's what Adam says to Emma, and she says, "Yeah, I've got something tomorrow. What are you up to?"
Yeah, do you want to come to a thing with me the next day? And Adam says, "Yeah, sure, sounds good." It is Emma's father's funeral.
Yeah,
That is what he brings. That's what she brings him to.
he's wearing like a bright yellow Michigan sweater.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Weirdest thing you've ever invited somebody to, or weirdest thing you've ever been invited to.
Yeah, I was invited to a wedding by a girl, and it was teed up as like, I just need to bring a guy so that, relatives aren't on my case about being single. And I thought, that sounds like fun. No, she invited me to the wedding under the pretense that, like, a relationship was blossoming.
Oh, no.
Right, and I was like, no, I don't want that. I was even like, sweet, I can hook up at a
That's
wedding.
worse than a woo girl.
I'm going to invite you to a wedding under the pretense that we're friends, but
Yeah.
really I want more?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be worse than a woo girl.
Oh, that is definitely
I
worse
felt
than a
very
woo girl.
blindsided.
And then so we go to 1 year ago. And so they run into each other randomly at a market. She gives him her number.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
And Adam at the time has a girlfriend named Vanessa. And I think Emma's a little taken aback, which I'm just kind of like, this is weird that you have a problem with this. It's weird.
I don't think she has a problem, but she's she's undeterred by Vanessa is how I would call it, and so is Adam. Like, Vanessa's right there in front of them. They have this reconnection moment, and he's like, "Hey, we should like grab food sometime, or we should hang out." And she's like, "Yeah." And he says, "Can I have your number?" And she says, "Absolutely." And he hands her the phone, and it's funny because Vanessa is kind of standing there, looking between the two of them, like, "Is this okay? am I okay with this? Is he getting this girl's number? Like, what's the deal?"
So then we are at the present day.
It's finally
Now.
come. We're here.
Yes.
Adam works on the set of a TV show. It's kind of teed up as like a teen Glee.
Yes.
Was that the vibe
I
you
think
got?
that's a really good vibe. Yeah, I like that.
So we get the impression that his dad used to be famous in like the 80s and 90s for being on this TV show.
Great Scott.
Great Scott! Feels like Cheers or Happy Days or something like that. But Adam has not been dating that girl Vanessa for quite a while now. And he goes over to his dad's house. His dad's, asking about his job and stuff like that. And I think he was doing some sort of yoga / jujitsu combo that he wanted to make into a thing.
Yeah, I think he was also rolling a joint.
Oh, yeah, he was smoking some weed. But Vanessa's there. Vanessa is there at Adam's dad's house because
Yes.
Vanessa and Adam's dad are dating.
Yes, they're together, a unit.
Yikes.
And Adam is totally not over Vanessa.
Well, I mean, listen, to be fair, if my dad was having sex with my ex, I'm going to have problems with that. Like,
no,
that's pretty weird.
That's real awkward. Like, okay, is that worse? Ooh.
Ooh. Okay,
Is
what do you got? What do you got?
Is that worse than in the age of Adeline when Harrison Ford dated Adeline and now Adeline is dating Harrison Ford's son?
Yeah, this is worse.
This is worse.
Because
I agree.
this is like
I agree.
premeditated.
100%.
Like Adeline didn't think that love was going to occur. Everybody was oblivious to who was related to who, and then it just happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's weird, but this was premeditated. Adam's dad did know that Adam was dating Vanessa, and he
Yeah.
willfully started banging her after they were broken up.
Oh, he went for her. For
Alvin.
Sure.
Alvin's his name. I couldn't remember the dad's name.
Love it. Alvin. So Adam is distraught. He decides to call all the girls on his phone until one agrees to hook up with him.
which is a pretty self-destructive thing. He's there with his two friends.
One of which is Ludacris.
Yeah, one of which is Ludacris. I actually don't know his real name. Wallace. And his other friend is Eli. So Wallace and Eli are there. And he's just like ordering himself drinks. I think it's Ludacris's bar, right?
Yes.
That's He owns this restaurant.
Yeah.
And yeah, Adam's just calling every single girl on his phone until somebody has sex with him.
And who picks up?
Well, we don't know who picks up.
Correct.
He wakes up the next morning on a couch and he's naked.
With Mindy Kaling.
Well, yeah, in walks Mindy Kaling,
Which I died.
Dr. Shira,
Yes.
and she's just hitting him with. Mindy Kaling has this amazing
Oh my
deadpan,
God, I love her.
like really sarcastic.
She can deliver lines in such a dry way and like no emotion on her face, and you believe it. Like she had him thinking that they had hooked up.
Did you have a good time last night?
It's all right. Nothing special.
Oh. So I want you to know that I respect you.
Thank you.
I mean, normally I would remember the name of someone that I've...
What? Oh my God. Did you think we had sex?
Well, she was firing on all cylinders in this scene, and then their other roommate comes in, and he kind of implies, hey, maybe we did something. And then finally, Patrice, our I'm so drunk girl, walks in.
Yeah.
And Adam is like, oh, wait.
Patrice,
I know you, it's Patrice.
Oh.
And Patrice kind of gently implies that they hooked up.
Yeah.
And then eventually Emma walks in, and she's like, all right, guys, stop effing with him.
You're
And-
up.
Emma, you live here?
Yep. You feeling any better?
Did I have sex with anyone in this apartment last night?
No, you didn't.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't.
Thank you. Yeah, that's funny. Let's make fun of the hungover naked guy.
But I do have your pants, so if you want them, come with me.
We learned that night
Yes.
Adam had,
Thank
I don't know, he texted her something. He asked for her
Yes.
address.
Yeah.
She gave it to him, and he just stumbled
Showed
in
up.
drunkenly, got naked, and fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even hook up.
Nobody hooked up with
Can,
Adam.
can I ask, where is Ashton Kutcher?
Like right now.
Yes.
This moment.
Yeah, like why is he not doing anything?
Sarah, you know where he is.
Well, I
He
know
is
he's
at-
with what? He's
He
where?
is at the end of every romantic comedy ever.
What?
Like, after the rom-com ends,
Oh my god.
what happens to them? He is with Mila Kunis
Yeah,
right now.
I know.
He did a TV show called That 70s Show with this
With Mila
amazing
Kunis.
woman.
Yes.
And then 15 years later, they reconnected and they've got kids and they're living this amazing life. It's like, you know how we do What Should Have Beens at the end of every
Yes,
podcast?
Yeah.
This is like the perfect scenario for every one of those What Should Have Beens. He's living out his rom-com ending.
Okay, so I know I brought this up in
Mila Kunis, Sarah.
I know,
Sorry,
I know.
keep going,
She's
keep going.
wonderful. I know I brought this up when we did Friends with Benefits,
Yeah.
which was also released in the exact same year as this exact movie.
And now
There's-
it stars Mila Kunis, which turns out to be strange in retrospect.
So, do you think that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis would have made a better coupling if they only did one movie? Let's be honest.
Wait. So No Strings Attached,
Mhm.
Friends with Benefits. Only one of
only
those movies
one
are
of
going to
those
happen.
movies can
Okay.
happen.
So we got JT,
Yeah.
who was Mila Kunis's co-star.
Yes.
Mila Kunis,
Mhm.
Natalie Portman,
Mhm.
Ashton Kutcher.
Correct.
Listen, I'm gonna be an asshole here. There's only one of those 3-4 things that doesn't belong. JT's
Oh, I
performance
know.
was not amazing. It was
Yeah.
good, but like the
Yeah.
other three are legitimate actors and actresses.
Correct. And I will be honest, JT has squandered my thoughts regarding his acting skills
Squandered.
because of Bad Teacher.
Oh,
that
he was
one
not good in Bad
scene, that
Teacher.
one scene,
Oh yeah.
I can't unsee. I just he was not great in Bad Teacher, and it has not continued on my love for him as an actor. Love him as a singer. Love him. But yeah, so I would say Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, if they would have done one movie instead of two, released the exact same movies in the same year.
But you're right. I think Mila Kunis works better with the character from Friends with Benefits.
For sure. She couldn't have done, I think it's also because Natalie Portman was so crabby that I'm like, oh, Mila Kunis, because her character was so bubbly and so outgoing in Friends with Benefits.
Although I
Loved
think
it.
Natalie Portman could have pulled off that character as well.
No,
we
I don't
just
think
don't
so.
like the character of
I don't-
Emma in this movie.
Maybe, yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so when Adam's getting dressed, he puts pants on with no boxers.
Oh,
Okay, I was going to ask, this is what I
Dude.
want to ask you. And then he shakes his dick at her. Oh, no, he shakes his dick at her the night before.
yeah, we
which was
learn.
hilarious.
He's like, "What did I do last night?" And she's like, "Well, you walked in and got naked, and then you shook your dick at me."
Do guys do that? Not two girls, but I mean just randomly. Like, do you ever shake your dick?
No,
Okay. Yeah,
What?
So that was weird. I don't know.
no.
Okay,
I mean, not like premeditated. Like,
you don't stand there like when you're out of the shower and you just like swing it.
No.
Okay,
I
I don't
think-
know.
I think when you're a child, like when you're a little boy, you do it because it's like, whoa, like what does this thing do? And you want to. But no, as an adult male, I don't shake my dick for fun. Okay.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Well, I don't know. Okay, but
oh my
do
god.
you put pants on with no boxers ever? Like, I feel like that would be so uncomfortable, especially jeans. Like, oh.
Well, okay. This might get graphic,
Okay.
but like, I think most dudes who have ever done that have like caught themselves or pinched
Oh,
themselves.
no.
Yeah, dude, it's horrible.
No.
So now I'll never put on jeans without.
Don't we know somebody who does that?
Who doesn't wear boxers? What?
I'm pretty sure. Not like on the regular, but
That
like,
man is a psychopath. Who does that?
Well, I mean, I think it's just like out of necessity, maybe sometimes. I don't know.
He doesn't need to wear boxers.
No, he
like,
doesn't. He chooses not to wear boxers.
out of necessity.
Maybe it's so small. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, zing!
I didn't say it.
I'm
You
just
said
kidding.
it.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so they end up hooking up like that morning, and she says, "Let's not tell anybody." So this is kind of this. They haven't agreed to be sex friends yet.
We can call it Friends with Benefits. That is the better movie title. Let's be real.
Oh, it is. It totally is. Yeah.
That is the definition of what they're doing. But more or less, yeah, they do it that day, and kind of, I guess, the inception of maybe we could be this starts, but it's not like solidified yet.
Right. And so then they hook up again and through a "you up" text, and then after sex, he tries to snuggle, and she gets freaked out, and like she pieces out, like she leaves. She's like, "No, snuggling is not for me. Like, I'm done. I'm out." I find every time he like tries to get close to her, she pushes him away.
Yeah, you're missing a big. What are the variations of booty calls? Because she says, no, she says, "Where are you?" is what she says.
Right. Yes.
And classic mid 2000s or mid 2010, early 2010s, Adam's friends, Ludacris and Eli, need to explain to him. He's like, What does she mean? Where am I? And they're like, dude, she wants to have sex with you. Like, what are you not
She
getting?
doesn't want to hang out with you.
No. So what are the variations of the booty call? Because that's a different one. The "where are you?"
Yes. Where are you? What are you doing?
Okay, yeah. What do you? I like the "what are you doing right now?"
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a sense of urgency
Yeah.
to it. You know.
You up, but like not spelled you. It's like YOU. It's just a U and
You
then
up,
up question
Easy.
mark.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
There's always the eggplant emoji.
Yeah. Do people actually do that?
No,
Like fire off an eggplant
I mean,
emoji?
there's always the jokes on the internet that say like, "Haha, I got a text from like an eggplant." Like, not from an eggplant, but like of an eggplant.
This
But
vegetable is
I've
very
never
needy.
I've never used the vegetable emoji, so
I used to do the I would hit the person with like a "hey," 3 dots, and then
you up?
well, so then I would wait 30 seconds because by then I'm assuming you felt your phone vibrate, you've reached for your phone, you looked at my text, and I'm hoping you're looking at my text right at this second because then I hit you with the "where are you right now?" Because I want it to be immediate, like
Right,
you're physically
right.
looking at the phone.
Okay. Yeah. So this is where they get into more of a a solidified, no strings attached friends with benefits situation. She proposes the no strings attached thing, and they make some ground rules as they are having sex everywhere. So like as they're having sex in different places, she makes these rules, and he also makes these rules. And then they go to a picnic with like all of Emma's friends, and one of Emma's friends is another fellow doctor named Sam. And you can tell just off the bat, like, this is the guy who's going to try to go for Emma too. Sam actually confronts Adam and says he knows that he's screwing Emma, but it's okay because when Emma's done with Adam, she's going to go running to Sam and he's going to be there.
Yeah, Sam's kind of a D-bag. We don't like Sam.
I was going to say, like, that's a total douchebag move.
He's a jerk. Does friends with benefits ever work? Like, does someone always catch feelings?
I think in some sense, or at some point throughout the friends with benefits relationship, yeah, I think so. I don't think it works.
Wait, you don't think it works?
No, unless, like...
I actually think it does work.
You think it does work?
Yeah, but, like, I think you need to be clear on what is the expectation here. I sound like such an adult. Adult Devin's here, and you just need to be clear about what's the timeline of this relationship. Are we expecting this to be 3 months of just banging, and then I'm going to move on? Then great. I've had many successful friends with benefits. I did it. Yeah, I accomplished.
So, like, yes, I agree. But at some point or another, like, I can think for myself, I'm just like, you know, there is parts of me throughout it where I'm like, you know, do I have feelings for this person? Oh, I might. And then I kind of rope it back in. I'm like, no, this is what it is.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Is it?
It's all about expectation management here.
Expectation management. Project manager, Devin.
Project manager Devin's here. And listen, we should have quantifiable timelines that we can, milestones during our project
Oh, my God.
of casual sex with each other.
Goals. You get gold stars.
What's our key performance indicators, you guys?
Oh, my God. I don't know. I think friends with benefits can be problematic more often than not. Okay, so my best scene is next.
Okay, tell us.
Period week. Adam goes over to to Emma's apartment and brings her cupcakes and a period package, a period playlist. And he stays the night and they spoon. And of course, again, she gets freaked out. So she tells him to go have sex with somebody else.
Well, and I feel like you're glossing over the key comedic moments of this scene.
Okay, you talk about them. I mean, yeah, I was going to dive in, but you go.
In that, you got Dr. Shearer, that's Mindy. You have Patrice, that's Greta Gerwig. You have the other roommate. They've all, their cycles are synced up.
Yeah, which, the guy's cycle is not synced up, but he's allowed.
Yeah. So then Adam's walking in and he's like, oh my God, like, they're all saying, like, it's not safe for you in here, Adam. You shouldn't be here.
Hello, everyone.
I told you not to come. It's not safe in here.
Do you think that you have red velvet in there?
Well, I might. Let's take a look. Let's see what we have here.
Sure, chocolate.
So yeah, there was just a lot of funny, and then the mixtape he made for her was
God. all songs related to like Bloody Bloody Sunday.
Yep.
Even flow, red, red wine.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
Adam, did you make me a period mix?
That's so romantic.
Frank Sinatra, I've got the world on a string.
Oh.
It's a classic.
You can tell that they're all very comedic actors because the delivery of the lines, I don't know if they wrote them for themselves, but it was fantastic and it was so funny. Like, I look forward to, I just think this scene is so funny in this movie. I think it's hilarious. I love it. So at the Christmas party, Adam is at a party, and so Emma's basically told him, go find somebody else, go hook up with somebody else. And Ludacris sends Adam a picture that he takes. Adam sends it to Emma, and it's of him and two girls. And of course, and he says, oh, I'm just following your advice, like having a good time, hooking up with other girls.
But the real comedy of this is that those two girls are way more interested in each other than Adam. He's kind of like tagging along.
Yeah, he's totally third wheeling it.
He's kind of third wheeling with these two girls, and they end up back at his place. But it's them steering the ship.
Yes,
of
definitely.
what's going to happen. And then Emma actually shows up at his apartment.
Yeah, after she kisses Sam the doctor and says that she's going to go and leave with him, and then just leaves herself and goes to Adam's house.
Back to the whole Emma, I don't really, like, obviously she's jealous. Obviously she's having difficulty explaining her emotions maybe. But yeah, she gets there. She's pissed that these girls are there. So she kicks them out of the apartment, and then she jumps into Adam's apartment and locks the door so that nobody else can get in.
Yeah, which I'm like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, you can't
Right.
live your life and whatever and say you're just friends with benefits and not have feelings. But then clearly you caught feelings and you're jelly. So it's Adam's birthday, and his dad is at the studio where they film. They throw him a surprise little shindig, and his dad tells him that he and Vanessa have something that they want to discuss with Adam. And Adam's like, no, like, not now. It's my birthday. Like, let's not do this. And so Adam punches a wall because he's so pissed at his dad and ends up in the hospital. And Emma comes to see him, and the other doctor calls her Adam's girlfriend. And she says, oh, no, I'm not a girlfriend. But the other doctor replies saying, oh, he listed you as an emergency contact. Would you be freaked out if somebody who you were just kind of dating listed you as their emergency contact? Like
100%, yeah.
I was going to say,
that's a line.
that's a lot.
You know, friends with benefits? No, yeah, we're not crossing that line.
Right?
That's weird.
But, like, this is going to scare her away more so than the snuggling. But it didn't. So it's really weird, this movie, sometimes, where, like, things that you would more, like, be normal for relationships freak her out. But then things that would freak out any other person don't freak her out.
Well, and then he said, I've got to go to dinner with my dad, and I don't really want to, so can you come?
Yeah, like, I don't know, it was so weird. They go to dinner with Adam's dad, and they meet him and Vanessa, and they tell him that they're going to have a baby together. And Emma, this I love, Emma reams the two of them out, Vanessa and Alvin.
There's really no reason for you to bring a child into this world, since you're acting like children already.
It's really mean.
Yeah, I'm mean.
You know, she took a shot at Vanessa saying, hey, like, you didn't want Adam.
Because given the choice between Adam and his dad, given the choice between Adam and anyone, really, I'd choose Adam every time.
We kind of get a little glimpse,
Yeah.
hey, you know,
The feelings that are caught.
Emma, there are feelings here, although she doesn't want to admit it.
No, Adam finally asks
by
her
the
out on a
way,
real date, which she finally
it's
agrees
best
to go
sex
on a
in
date
my
with
life.
him on Valentine's Day. They go mini petting, they share a milkshake, which, like, is cute in theory, but, like, I would like my own milkshake and not to share. I agree with Emma on this part.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a cute, like, rom-com thing that in theory it's
Yeah.
like really adorable, but in practice, no.
No.
You get two separate milkshakes.
Definitely. And then he tells her that he really likes her, and she replies that she really likes him. And then he ruins it by saying, I think I'm falling. And she goes, no, don't say what's coming. Like, stop it. And then she gets really, really weird.
I don't need you to take care of me. I take care of myself. That's what I do. Why don't you go find some other girl who's not gonna hurt you?
So they break up because, you know, too many feelings caught, I think, on both ends. She's freaked out. And yeah, they're both the worst at communication, I think. She just kind of, like, totally shuts down. He goes back to home where his roommate and Eli and Patrice are having a super romantic dinner. And, like, his boss is there.
Lucy's there.
Yeah.
So Lucy is one of his coworkers on the set of this TV show. And a backstory here is that he wants to be a writer. Adam wants to write. And he also doesn't want to be in the shadow of his dad, Alvin, because Alvin was this massive sitcom star in the, we guess, like 80s. So he's trying to make his own way. So he had her read one of his scripts. And she actually loves it. So they kind of have this cute little, I don't know, a little moment between Lucy and Adam that we think maybe, hey, maybe they could work out.
Yeah, and they end up just hanging out. They don't hook up, but they just hang out.
No. Yeah.
And then 6 weeks later, Adam's episode is taping. Yay, Adam!
And it's one of those things where, like, there are people in, like, it's a live studio audience for these shows.
Yeah.
So, like,
really
his
cool.
friend Eli is there.
And Patrice, because
and
they're clearly dating.
Patrice and Eli are dating. Ludacris is also there as well.
Like,
Um,
the randomness of Ludacris in this movie.
And they also have, like, a rap party after this, right?
Yes, they do.
And this is when,
He also becomes a paid writer on the show after this.
yeah, he's like yeah. I think it's Ludacris who says it. They kind of hint the, hey, like, is Lucy not, like, possibly a romantic interest here? I think Ludacris describes her as a sexy scientist.
Yeah.
Which, honestly,
You think?
Lucy is pretty good looking. Like, in a really dorky, quirky,
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It irks me that she talks way too much. It's
Yeah.
kind of incessant. But, like, I think she's kind of like a sweet character.
Do you think she's better than Natalie Portman? Don't say yes.
Like looks?
Yeah.
Mm.
What? No way.
Now, you know what, Kay? So we kind of missed my best scene,
Oh no.
which was when they were on that date at the end of it, when Adam is kind of like, hey, like, I'm catching some feelings, and inexplicably Emma gets pissed. And they start fighting, and she starts, like, pushing him, and he says, like, you're like fighting a hamster. Like, what?
I am not a
Well, then be with me. Okay, you're gonna fight me. Yeah? Is that what you're gonna fight? You can't fight me. You're miniature. You're like a girl Rick Moranis. Oh, okay. You fight like a hamster.
Hey! Hey! Excuse me!
I always thought that line was so funny. But, like, yo, Natalie
cute.
Portman is what, like 5 feet, maybe 100 pounds soaking wet?
She's hot. She's taller than 5 feet. Her over Lake Bell.
Yeah, like, Natalie Portman's going to win that, but don't sleep on Lake Bell, guys.
Lake Bell is the one who plays Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, her sister is getting married and they're at the rehearsal dinner. So Emma's sister. And she realizes after talking with her sister that she is in fact in love with Adam. But Adam is already coming home with Lucy.
Dun dun dun.
Because they're going to hook up. They're almost going to hook up, Adam and Lucy, and Adam gets a phone call from Vanessa. And he goes to the hospital because his dad OD'd on cough syrup.
Yeah, she said he's a big fan of like Lil Wayne.
Lil
or
Wayne,
They're making
yeah.
some Lil Wayne jokes. But he gets to the hospital, and Vanessa doesn't want to be there. She, like, they meet at the entrance to, I'm guessing, Emerge.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanessa says, like, hey, like, I got to get to a party. And Adam is kind of awestruck, like, your boyfriend is in the hospital, right? Like, you wanted to have a baby with him, and now you're just going to dip out when he's OD'd?
Yeah, and she says, oh, like, I don't like old people. I can't do this. Take the dog and bye.
Yeah.
She is a terrible, terrible human.
Yeah, she's the worst.
Like, no one would ever do that. That's awful.
We hate her. So after spending some time with his dad, you know, Adam and Alvin kind of have a heart-to-heart of Alvin talks about how, you know, he really did love Adam's mom and, you know, don't let go of love, whatever, blah, blah, blah. On cue, Adam is leaving the hospital, and who's there? It's Emma!
I know I can't just call you.
Oh, you can't.
No. I hurt you. I'm sorry. I don't know why I wasted so much time pretending I didn't care. I guess I just didn't want to feel like this. It hurts. But I love you. I'm totally, completely in love with you, and I don't care if you think it's too late. I'm telling you anyway.
And he does say a really cute line. He says, if you come any closer, I'm not letting you go.
Dude, it's cute. I thought that
You
was
think-
so cheesy.
Really?
It was, man.
You should know. If you come any closer, I'm not letting you go.
So, okay, Friends with Benefits versus No Strings Attached.
Okay.
Like, Justin Timberlake definitely had a better closing, heartfelt speech moment.
If I do recall, his speech was not good. It was the flash mob.
It was during a flash mob.
It was during a flash mob, and it was not a good speech. If you look back, it wasn't. This line killed his speech.
Listen, neither of them were good speeches.
Yeah, okay, fine. But if you had to pick one, I'd pick Ashton Kutcher's.
You should know, if you come any closer,
I'm
I'm
not,
not letting go of you.
And then they kiss and make up.
On.
They're in love.
They kiss and make up, and then we fast forward to back at Emma's sister's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Emma now has a date. Adam has come along.
Yes, of course.
And then, you know, I gotta say, I love movie endings with, like, the whimsical song in the
I
background. It's always
know.
some, like, indie band, and then somebody that, you know, I think they clasp hands and they look at each other, and she says, what happens now? And they pan back down to the hands, and then they fade to black. I love it.
Okay, but we're missing some really key points here at the end.
I am such a sucker for that. Okay, go ahead. What did I miss?
He tells her that she eats like a baby dinosaur.
Oh.
And then, they go through, oh, do we get to snuggle? But the bigger part is that her boss, Lucy, is now dating his dad.
Yeah, so that's like, don't the credits roll, and then we get to see that. So let's play the let's play the game. Let's play Friends with Benefits or nah.
All right, I like this. Or is it like Friends with Benefits or nah?
Okay, sure, yeah. However you want to pronounce the nah at the end of this game. So basically, let's grab some popular celebrities, and you need to decide if you would Friends with Benefits them.
All right.
And here's the catch with this game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to catch feelings, right?
I don't want to catch the feelings, even though I really want to because they're celebrities. Okay.
Well,
okay, I'll try.
But that's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They need to be attractive enough that you want to bang them, but not so attractive personality-wise that you want to be with them.
All right, so Andy Samberg is out for me heavily.
That's ridiculous.
Because I would catch feelings.
You're the only Okay. At Romcom Rewind on Instagram, you must be the only person who genuinely is obsessed with Andy Samberg.
I don't want him to think I'm creepy, okay? Because
you are.
No, I'm not.
He's nowhere on the list, and you immediately were like, "Oh, I guess Andy Samberg's."
Well,
because I would marry him. Is that what you're getting at?
No, because I think people would be friends with benefits with him because some people don't think he's attractive. Or they do, but they don't think that they'd catch feelings for him,
So why would people friends with benefits him if they don't find him attractive?
Well, no, they find him attractive enough to have sex with him.
Do you think? No, he's not that.
What? See, that's my point.
He's not that attractive.
He is attractive. He's very attractive. Anyway, whatever.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think I could because I'd have to gnaw him because I know I would catch feelings.
Right,
for
exactly.
him. That's difficult.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I'd friends with benefits with him. I would just have to keep Bad Teacher in my mind.
Oh, and then you never actually catch feelings.
Seriously.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I'd have to gnaw him.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like attractive, but...
Totally, but I couldn't because I'd catch feelings.
Okay. Jude Law.
Oh, I could friends with benefits him at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because he's older?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
The holiday Jude Law, I'd have to gnaw him. But now, he's still attractive.
Right. But he's probably into his 50s.
50s, maybe? I don't know.
Zac Efron.
Oh, that's a hard one. Dad bod Zac Efron or Bill bod Zac Efron?
Different classifications of guys, yeah.
No, I think I could friends with benefits him.
Yeah, you can keep that going.
Dad bod or built.
Both, wow.
Yeah.
Last one, Miles Teller.
Oh, I could. No, I'd have to gnaw him.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I could catch feelings for
What?
him.
You would catch feelings with Miles Teller?
I could, yeah. Yeah, I could. I think he's really funny, and I think his personality would get me.
You wouldn't catch feelings with Jude Law, but you would with Miles Teller?
Yes.
This is a flawed... What's happening here? Not only that, the fact that this started with, can't do Andy Samberg, that's just an odd... Don't even mention his name. That's ridiculous.
Okay, can I throw some at you?
Okay.
I'm just going to go off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay, Blake Lively.
I could friends with benefits her, yeah.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, the obvious, just because Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I could friends with benefits her too.
What?
Wait, but tough, because
Not this character, just in general.
Yeah,
Portman.
just so that's the problem. Actress Natalie Portman, I'm always gonna see her as yo, you were in Star Wars though.
Well, she's gonna be Thor.
And
she's gonna be the new Thor.
Oh, she's gonna be female Thor. Oh yeah, I could friends
Thor.
with benefits of female Thor for sure. That's you're strong. I like it.
Oh my God.
100%.
Okay, Mila Kunis.
No, yeah, that's a no.
That's a no.
She's.
Okay.
I would fall in love with her for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I already know Emma Watson.
Yeah, no. That's a no.
Okay. Well, then it's the same for Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody see that's the difference. You have Jude Law on your Mount Rushmore of rom-com greatness.
Well, okay, so I mean that might be switched, right?
Right.
It's ever evolving. It's a living stone.
It's a living Yeah, we're constantly
monument.
re-chiseling that.
It is a living monument.
Yeah, because anybody on my monument, that is, you have the looks, but you got the personality for sure. I love, and Emma Watson, Emma Stone.
The Emmas.
Mila Kunis, I don't think quite makes the monument, but yeah, I'd fall in love with you for sure.
Okay.
Quick facts.
The original title for the script was Buddies, but this wouldn't make it past the MPAA. It was changed to Friends with Benefits, but then that title was changed again because there was another movie with the same title starring Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake. By the time pre-screening invitations were made, it still had not been decided whether the movie would be titled No Strings Attached or Hooking Up. Clearly, they chose No Strings Attached. Natalie Portman originally entered the project as a producer and not as a member of the cast. She remained as an executive producer after being cast as Emma. The film is credited as a production of Portman's production company, Handsome Charlie Films. The song performed by Adam's dad for his birthday was actually written and composed by Kevin Kline, who plays the character. During Adam's birthday scene, as he was blowing out the candles, there is a creation of Adam painting on the cake. That was Kevin Kline's idea to add it onto the cake. This movie was shipped to theaters under the code name Dues. Ashton Kutcher later admitted in an interview that he hated doing the sex scenes with Natalie Portman because sex scenes in movies take so long and are tedious to do. In an interview with the online magazine Mirror, he said, but despite his sultry co-star, Ashton says he's found filming tough going. I was shooting so many sex scenes, I was getting tired of it, he says. I never thought that anything related to sex would be something I'd get tired of. You're there and you're doing the scene and you're like, do we have to shoot another sex scene? When asked about the sex scenes in an interview, Natalie Portman said, I'm pretty immature, so I get pretty embarrassed still. But yeah, I would like check out once in a while certain shots to make sure I felt okay. But sometimes once you see it, like there was one of the panties coming off and that we did, and after I watched it, I was like, oh, that's not too bad, because it really was quick. It was like lingering on anything that I felt, modest about or anything. Director Ivan Reitman's daughter, actress Catherine Reitman, had a small part in the film's mockbuster, Friends with Benefits. After the taping of Adam's TV show, the cognac that Eli and Wallace are drinking is Conger, a brand of cognac owned by Ludacris. When Wallace, or Ludacris, takes a picture of Adam with the two girls at the party, he says, Happy Holidays, a line from Ludacris's 2001 song Area Codes. Although Emma is implied to be nude, no frontal nudity is seen. Natalie Portman's bare butt can be briefly glimpsed when she gets out of the bed and gets dressed. This is in the scene where they have sex for the second time at Adam's place, where they agree to become friends with benefits. Ashton Kutcher and Lake Bell had previously worked together in What Happens in Vegas in 2008. The trailers seen in the music video shoot are from Star Wagons, a company founded and operated by Lyle Waggoner, a supporting star of the long-running Carol Burnett show, and regular on the first season of Wonder Woman.
Honorable mentions.
My honorable mentions are Emma's friends.
Mm-hmm.
My favorites, Patrice, Mindy Kaling, and Guy Branum. But also, I loved Adam's bestie, Eli. He was so funny. Jack Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
Jack Johnson, also great artist.
Banana pancakes.
Yeah.
No, Jake Johnson. I loved him in New Girl, but just the side characters, like I said at the very beginning, they're just amazing in this movie. I really enjoyed them.
Jack Johnson in Jake
Johnson. Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson in a movie called Drinking Buddies, which we should add to our list.
Oh, we should, yes.
I've got Kevin Kline.
Oh,
as the dad.
Okay, yeah,
Alvin.
I liked that.
He is one of those faces that anytime he's on TV or in a movie, I'm like, hey, it's that guy. No concept of where he's from.
Where is he from?
He did Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Oh,
he was like the co-star in I Know.
Oh my God, that was a long time ago.
He was in Sophie's Choice back in like the 80s.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He's got like an interesting career. But I think he's kind of perfect as the old, grizzled, I don't want to say has
Curvy
been, but
dad?
Yeah.
Curvy.
Like was a star and just kind of hangs on to that little bit of fame. He's kind of perfect for that role.
I agree.
What should have been?
So my what should have been is that they should have only done one of these movies or spread them out over a few years.
Like between Friends with Benefits and
they were released in the same year. They are literally the same story. Like I'm looking at my rewatchability right now and like Imagination. I don't know. It was the same movie in the same year. Storyline. I don't know. It was the same movie in the same year. I'd like to see some, different movies.
Yeah. So first off, this is one of those rom-coms where pretty much everyone ended up with who they were supposed to end up with because we see it during the credits, right?
Yes, which I'm a big fan of always.
Yeah, we see the D-bag doctor and the roommate get together. Patrice and Eli are still together.
Love it.
Ludacris is a business owner, so I guess he's still doing his thing. Lucy and the dad, Alvin, are together. I actually wrote down my only what should have been is that this movie should not have come out at the same time as Friends with Benefits. Completely agree.
Yeah.
Overall rewatchability.
Okay, so my rewatchability is as follows. Chemistry 4, storyline 2.75, thirst factor 4.5, imagination 2.75, soundtrack 4, because it was a good soundtrack, cheese 3, for an overall score of 3.5.
You got cheese 3.
Yeah. It was cheesy. That line at the end, got me.
Okay. My chemistry is 3.3.
Okay.
My storyline's 2.5. My thirst factor, 4.5.
Yeah.
Many beautiful humans in this movie.
Totally.
Imagination 2, you're right, Friends with Benefits. Soundtrack 4.5. God. Cheese 4. I actually have a higher cheese than you.
We view cheese differently.
No, we don't. Well, kind of.
Yeah, no, we do.
For an overall score of 3.46.
Oh, we're very close.
Very
Okay,
close.
Interesting.
And this has been the Rom-Com Rewind of No Strings Attached. If you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you follow, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. If you want to reach out, at Rom-Com Rewind on Instagram.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.